Well, in that case, before we go on to our regularly scheduled programming of playing Magic the Gathering, Unity just announced this morning that you might want to download Unreal. So here is my understanding of what the new pricing change for Unity is. And I want to stress this is my understanding, and even the fact that I don't have 100% clarity, I feel like is also representative of the problem itself. A lot of people who don't know what the heck's going on. My Twitter blew up. What the heck happened? So Unity announced this morning that it was going to be introducing a new fee for developers who are using Unity. In case you didn't know, Unity is a game engine. I actually think Magic the Gathering is on Unity. I know Hearthstone runs on Unity. Anyways, they announced a new fee. Now, the thing is, just by how inflation works, companies increasing the price of things has happened forever. It's totally fine. If someone said, hey, I want to let you know we are updating our pricing to, Netflix is now $1 more, or hey, the dollar Arizona iced tea that I used to pay $1 for, I now pay $1.29 for. Right? Yep. Okay. Cool. Sure. Fine. But the way in which Unity did this is bizarre. Here's something that is not bizarre. What if a company said, hey, if you use our engine, we're going to take some percent of your revenue? This makes sense to me because the incentives are aligned. The engine wants the developer to make more money because then the engine gets a bigger cut. The developer wants to make more money because they'll still also get a bigger cut, right? Proportionally, both people are trying to do the same thing. But one of the scariest things that I think can happen is when all of a sudden it feels like one is trying to do something for their benefit at the expense of the other person. The way in which Unity implemented this new pricing change was you are going to be charged some pennies per install. So as far as I can tell, this means if you're like an indie game and you release and I install your game, you might get charged 10 cents or 20 cents. And then if I go install it on my laptop, so that way I can play on my sofa while watching TV, another 20 cents gets charged to you. And since I just got a Steam Deck, and maybe I want to continue to play it on the Steam Deck because I'm going on an airplane, and it's way more convenient to do that than open up a big clunky laptop, another 20 cents gets charged. And this suddenly feels very anti-Unity. Unity historically has been this engine that purports to be about getting as many people into development in as smoothly and easily as possible. Hell, their initial license is just download it for free and use it as much as you want until you start trying to earn money, and then we'll, figure out a way to do a split. But now, what if you release a demo for free that a bunch of people download? As far as I can tell, you get charged for that. I don't know, it's weird. And I think that my overall take is this. At this point in time, there is a massive trust issue, if you're a developer, with Unity, the company. There's a trust issue because the way in which it was implemented feels like Unity is going to be making money at the expense of the developers for no other change. And uncertainty is really scary as a business. It's really scary if you're working on a engine and you just suddenly feel like, yo guys, we thought that they were going to take this much percent. What if that doubles right before we launch? We won't be able to make payroll. What if we are a mobile game that on average makes about 10 cents profit per user who downloads? Because we have to spend all this money in marketing and almost no one clicks on the ads, and then the small number of people who do click on the ads, once they've spent and everything's been said and done, dude, it's 10 cents per person who downloads. And now if each of those downloads that's an install is charging 10 cents or even 5 cents, half our profits have been deleted. Ugh. So, I think that even if Unity clarifies things, even if Unity makes some changes that makes things better aligned, right now, the sentiment in the development community is that don't develop on Unity, period, because what if they do this again? This is an implementation that so clearly has a number of cases that work directly against the developer, so clearly, that kind of came out of the blue. Which, even though I don't know what's going to happen with this, gives me the impression that this could happen again at an undetermined time in the future. Yikes. So I'd like to just say that I'm pleased to announce our game studio is working in Unreal. Not as a result of this, but fortunately I woke up this morning to find out, retrospectively, I'm a genius. Go Dodgers.